welcome back to my YouTube channel Engineering Zindabad. I'm Pragati Agrawal and today we will be continuing with the UI coding, okay, for scientific calculator app. Now, what we were done with, let's recall that first. Or if you have already seen that video, you are just coming from that video, then you can just skip this part. Okay, so we were done with this main window, this one, and then inside this is the center widget, this one. And then we have already created this vertical layout, and after inside this vertical layout we have already created this label. Okay, now what we have to create, we have to add these horizontal layouts, this one, this red color horizontal layouts, you can see these layouts with red color. So all these 5 layouts we have to create these today, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and this one. Yeah, so let's continue. And also, like, what UI were we following? We were following the UI for scientific calculator. Okay, so I was just seeing in the UI part that how these calculations appear, so that's why I performed this in order to see on the label how this calculation would appear. Now so this is the first horizontal layout that consists of one big button, okay, and then there is this second button, then third, then fourth, then fifth, then sixth. Okay, so in all there are 6 buttons, and below this all the layouts have 7 buttons each, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Yeah, so 7 buttons each, and there are total of 5 layouts. 1 2 3 4 5. There are total 5 layouts. Okay, so let's create them. So we have already created this vertical layout. First, what we will do now, we will now add this horizontal layout to it. We have already created this label and added to it, right? Add widget, we have done this. Now we will create the horizontal layout. So how to create this? Self.horizontal. We have 5 layouts in total. Now 5 horizontal layouts in total. So this is the first one, and it will be like qt widgets dot q horizontal qh box layout here. Okay, so now you might be like, here I am not giving anything in the parameter, and you might be confused why I am doing so. I am doing it because you see this layout is already a part of this vertical layout, okay, this green one, and which is a part of central widget. Okay, so when we are putting one layout inside the other, that inside the layout we are making this horizontal layout a part of vertical layout, that is already a part of one widget, that is center widget. So we know there is no need to mention, we don't need to mention this, that separately, that central widget is the parent widget. Okay, since horizontal layout is already a part of a layout, that is a part of central widget. But in case of widgets like buttons, we need to specify the parent widget. Okay, okay, so let's continue. Now we have created this. Now we will be giving the name. Okay, self.horizontal layout. To this layout we are giving it a name, dot set object name. Okay, yes, horizontal layout 1. Yes, we have done this. Now after giving it a name, now we have created this horizontal layout. See which one? This one. Let me paint this one. This one. Okay, so we have created this. Now what we will do, we will add buttons to it. So we already saw this, that there are total 6 buttons, with one button to be twice the size of these other buttons. So what we will do, we will create this big button first, this one, this radian degree button. Okay, so let's create this. So I will be like self dot button large equal to qt widgets dot q push button. Okay, and inside this will come the parent widget, since button is a widget. Okay, so self dot central widget. Okay, done. Now this self dot button large will be getting a name, set object name, right? and the name is button large. Okay, so now we have this button, but we haven't mentioned the size of this button. So by default I have planned to keep the size of all these other buttons that are equal in size to be 100 by 50. Okay, so this button, since is double the width of other buttons, hence we will be keeping it to be the size of 200. Okay, so let's do this. Self dot button large dot set fixed size to be 200 by 50. Okay, now what we will do, we will add this. Okay, so now what we will do, we will add this button, this larger button, to our horizontal layout. So we will do right self dot to the horizontal layout, we have to add this. So that's why horizontal layout 1 dot add widget, this one, and inside this we will write self dot button large, since we want this button large to be a part of this layout. Okay, so next thing is, the way we have created this button and added to the horizontal layout 1, similarly we will create the other buttons and add that to the horizontal layout. So let's do that first. Self dot button 2. Okay, so we are giving this a name of button 1 underscore 2, since this is these buttons. Okay, these buttons are a part of horizontal layout 1. Okay, so that's why button 1 underscore 2, button 1 underscore 3, button 1 underscore 4, button 1 underscore 5, and button 1 underscore 6. Okay, this way we will go. So this one. Okay, so now we are adding all these buttons. One thing I want to mention here, that I have given this the size of 100 by 50, since it's half the size of this larger button. Okay, so that's why 100 by 50. Now we will add this to the horizontal layout again. Okay, so now we have created the horizontal layout 1 with all the buttons. Okay, so this part is done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All these 6 buttons we have added to this horizontal layout 1 that we have created here in the paint. We can see this was the label. Let me color it red. We have already added this also to the vertical layout, this green one, and then we have added this first layout. Now we will be adding this one. Okay, so let me continue this. First we are creating this horizontal layout 2. Okay, and it is qt widgets dot q horizontal, q horizontal box layout, and then we will be giving it a name, horizontal layout 2 dot set object name, and here goes horizontal layout 2. Then we have these 7 buttons that we will be adding. Let me copy paste this part and just change the name of the buttons in the second horizontal layout. It will be like button 2 underscore 1, and then we have the same name over here and over here and over here as well, and then here as well. Okay, so then we have to copy paste the remaining. For remaining buttons also we have to copy paste this, and here this second time, then third time, then fourth time, then fifth time, then sixth time, and then seventh time. Okay, now button 2 underscore 1, where is the first button here? Now this will be button 2 underscore 2, right? So button 2 underscore 2, button 2 underscore 2, and here as well. Then button 2 underscore 3, here as well, then here as well, and here as well. Oh, I'm really sorry, just a minute. Here. So button 2 underscore 3, then button 2 underscore 4. Okay, now button 2 underscore 5. Then goes 6th button. And then finally comes the 7th button. Oh yes, one big thing to notice is that this is the second layout to which we are adding these 7 buttons, but we haven't updated the layout name to horizontal layout 2. Instead we have already given this layout 1. That is wrong. So let me update this as well. Okay. So now finally we have added all these 7 buttons to the second layout here. These 7 buttons are now added to the second horizontal layout that we have created. Now one thing to notice again is that we have to add this horizontal layout first to the vertical layout. Okay. So what we will do, like this vertical layout, what I am saying, this green colored, right? Wait a minute. This green colored vertical layout that you are seeing, to this we have already added the label. You can see we have already written vertical layout dot add widget cell dot display label, right? Similarly, we have to add this horizontal layout to this vertical layout below the label. So how we will be doing it? We will first go to the end button that we have, the last button that we have added to the horizontal layout 1 here. This is the last button that we have added to the horizontal layout. Below this, what we will do? Self.vertical layout 1. Oh, I'm sorry, we have only one vertical layout, so the name of this layout is vertical layout dot add layout. Which layout we have to add? Horizontal layout 1. So we will write self dot what was the name? Horizontal layout 1. Yeah. So yes, we have this. Now we will add second horizontal layout as well to this vertical layout. Second horizontal layout, last button addition here. Okay, so here we have it. Yes, so this is horizontal layout 2. Now we have added both these horizontal layouts, this one and this one, to our vertical layout. Okay, this green one. Now similarly we will add all the 3 layouts. First we will create this layout, third horizontal layout, and then we will add these 7 buttons. Here you can see it in the UI. All these 7 buttons will be added, and then this layout will be added to this vertical layout. Okay, so let me continue that. Okay, so we have added this third layout also with all the buttons inside it to our vertical layout. See, I've written this. It's again a copy paste, just the change in the name of the buttons and the layout is something that I have done, nothing big. Okay, so let's continue adding the other two layouts as well. This one is again done, so let me color it here, this one. Now two are left, let me add them as well. Okay, so why I am putting this comment thing, multiple line comment, these three quotes means in between these three quotes, if we are putting anything, then it is a multi-line comment, like 1, 2 and 3, or any n number of lines. Any number of lines can be put between these. So that's why. Okay, so why I am doing this? In order to differentiate it. Okay, from this code, if I want to differentiate this new copy paste code, then this is the way I prefer to do it. You want to do it simply, then you can. You can do that as well. And now we have this something 4. Okay, so we have created this fourth horizontal layout as well with all the 7 buttons. Okay, now we will be adding the last layout to our UI, this one. Okay, so this one is done. Now this one is left. We are doing this as well. Okay, so then again we have to put it in the multi-line comment, and let me copy this part. Here, Control C and then Control V. Then we have this name. Let me change it to horizontal layout 5. Okay, now we have to change the name of the buttons. Oh, I'm really sorry, this is 5. Okay, so now we have added this 5th horizontal layout as well to this vertical layout with all these 7 buttons to it. Okay, yeah, so this one is also done now. So now in the second video, what we will be doing, we will be displaying this UI. Okay, so why second video? Let's do this here itself in this video only. Now we will be displaying this UI. In order to do that, we have to link it to the main code. How to write this main code? In the next lecture I will pick it up. Okay, so for now we will just be linking this code. Okay, so we have this new UI. Let me run the code now. It's Python. First you have to write this keyword Python, and after that the name of the file. You don't have to mention this dot slash, there's no need. This just indicates that it's the current directory in which we have this file, so directly the name of the file. And remember, you have to be inside this folder where this main code.py file is present and this new UI.py file is present. Okay, so and this environment should be activated. How to activate the environment? Let me help you revise that if you have forgotten. First let me deactivate the environment. Deactivate is the word, and press enter, and you can see here now you can't see the name of the environment written in brackets in green color. So how to activate it? First of all, you have to get inside that environment. So change directory dot means the previous directory in which you are currently, the folder in which you are right now. If you want to backtrace, if you want to go back to that parent, to the parent folder of that current folder, then you have to write cd and then space then dot dot. Okay, now we can see, we can just list the directories by using this command ls, and after seeing, we can see this environment, teach environment 1 that we activated earlier, okay, is present inside this folder. So how to activate this? We will write the name of the folder, te, and then tab, automatically it will come, or yeah, so then we have to write scripts, then tab, then what we have, this activate, yes, a, c and tab, and you will get this complete activate written here, and then press enter, and again we have enabled our environment and we are inside this Python teaching folder, but then our main code exists inside this scientific calculator folder. So what we will do, we will change the directory, means we will, so directory and folder are the same thing, so don't get confused. Okay, so we have to get inside the scientific calculator that is present inside this Python teaching. So cd sc and tab, and we have got this, and inside this we have come now, we are now inside scientific calculator, and now we will run our code, python main code.py, and enter. Okay, oh, we have got one error, source code string cannot contain null bytes. I don't think that there is any problem with the code actually. Wait a minute, let me copy this whole code by doing Control A. Okay, so this whole code is copied. Control A means we have selected the whole code, and then Control C, we have selected this whole code, copied it, and we are creating a new file with this name current UI.py. Okay, and inside this we can just paste it. I want to see that there is problem with the code or the file, because it's saying that source code string is null, and how can that be possible? So let me import this file now instead of new UI. Let me write this current UI. Okay, so if you are finding problem in understanding this importing, in these importing statements or this whole code, you are overwhelmed with this and you're confused that what have I written. So in the next video, just next to this video, we will be discussing everything. So just don't worry, I will write this whole main code.py from scratch. So no need to worry about it. For now, we just want to see how a UI looks like. So that's why like I am directly linking to this main code and showing you. So in current UI, we have pasted this new UI code, and now we want to run it. We have linked this here instead of new UI. We have written this current UI file name, and let's run this now. Okay, so now it's successful, and we can see that we have got our buttons. Okay, and we have also got our label here, right? This one is the label. It isn't visible the moment we will put some text to it. Okay, while we will click these buttons, we will give functionalities to the buttons. To when we click any button here, it should be visible, every calculation should be visible, every output should be visible. So when we will do that, then you will see currently, yeah, you can see one thing, that this button was 200, was of the size 200, and other ones were of 100 size. So what has happened, that since there is a space between these buttons in the other layouts, this button appears to be of smaller size. Okay, so we will increase its size by this width. I guess this is 10, I don't know, let's see. So right now we have this. I don't know what was the problem with this file, but there was some problem. We just copy pasted the whole code, and now it's running smoothly after linking to the main code here. Okay, so let's further change the size of this button large that we created in first horizontal layout. So this was the one. Now instead of 200, I can give this a size of 210. Let me close this and again run this code. Okay, yes, so it's finally the looking proper. Okay, in a line. Okay, it's looking properly aligned, and it's not looking smaller. Okay, so we have created the code here. You can see this. See, we have the label, we have this button, radian degree button, then other 6 buttons we have here. No, 6 or 5? 5. Okay, and then below this we have all these 7 buttons here, right? So now in the other next coming video, what we will be doing, we will be translating this UI. Okay, so what am I saying? There is this retranslate UI code already present. After converting that UI file to this Python code, we can see that there is this function where we can actually change the name. Okay, change the name of any widget. Okay, so you can see here we have currently given the name of main window to be main window. If we change it, let me change this. Let me give a space, a lot of space between this to verify what am I saying. Now you can see this main window and name, and there is a space. Okay, so in this retranslate UI function, we will be translating the name of these buttons, and we will be giving these names. Okay, and also what we will be doing, we will be linking this UI file, UI Python file, okay, this current UI.py with the main code, and we will be writing this whole code from scratch and understand its meaning. So yeah, that's all for today. I hope you guys liked it and you understood it. If you did, then and yes, if you have seen the complete video, then it's my request to you to please like this video and subscribe to my channel, because it helps me a lot to, it motivates me a lot to bring more such videos and with a better quality. And if you have found any problem, or if you're finding any problem executing anything, if you're following me and executing at the same time, then do mention it in the comments below. Please do comment. It helps me it helps me feel that yeah, you people are connected with me and you watch my videos. And do mention it in the comments if you have some other doubts, if you want videos, what videos do you want next. If you want to, you can also suggest me the ideas for the apps you want to learn how to create, and I will surely come up with those videos as well. So thank you so much, and yeah, once again, do like, share and subscribe and comment. So yeah, thank you so much.